Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 57 and I hope you enjoy. So after the battles with the Elite Four, it is celebration time with the Rising Volt tacklers. They all go out for a meal and it's just so nice to see everyone back together again, planning what's next. Freed joins the trio at school in hopes to learn more about Terrapagos, and it was nice to finally have them open up about what they're doing, speak to Director Clavel and Champion Gita about Terrapagos in hope for more information. And we even get told about the giant crater in Paldea and Area Zero, which Gita tells them one day she will take them there, so can't wait for that. But this episode was just great for the lore of Paldea and expanding the world and characters. Gita introduces everyone to Rarefort, who is a history teacher, the perfect person to teach the gang all about Paldea, and to try shed some light on Terrapagos. And it turns out even she has heard of Rakua before, but in a very old book, so she didn't really give away much other than saying Pink Rakua. But we also meet her prankster Zoroark, who was a really fun addition to this episode. When it took on Terrapagos' form, I was genuinely shocked. I thought there was another Terrapagos in play. So I just really enjoyed Rarefort and the role she played in this episode. They head out into the wilderness of Paldea, and Rarefort wants to explain and find some ancient treasure as she talks to them about the history of Paldea. The focus is Gimmighoul. They keep finding these coins and the Roman form that keeps running away. We also bump into some wild Pokemon, including Charcadet. I was praying that one of our trio could catch it because I absolutely adore that Pokemon. Maybe in the future though. It was just a real nice vibe exploring. It felt like the first major taste of Paldea and the history of this region, with Rarefort explaining about the former Paldean Empire and how the humans had these giant castles built and these watchtowers to watch over in case of war from the rival sections of Paldea. It was just all pretty interesting, and it seems to tie back into Lucius and what's going on with Gibeon. They find one of these watchtowers and Roy reminisces about the one that he found Wattrel at. They fly up there together and the rest of them follow. We run into the chest form of Gimmighoul, and Roy was tricked to give back all the coins he collected. Gimmighoul was just a really fun addition, and it kind of makes me wish Roy caught it, and then we could have had him set himself the goal to collect all of these coins, and one day we might even see Goldengo. Maybe they are setting this up for way down the line. But Rarefort stares out across Paldea, and it was just a really nice scene as she pictures what the old Paldea region looked like, the castles, the Pokemon, and then Liko sees this vision of Lucius standing there with his terrestrial form Terrapagos. So really great imagery of what might have been in the past, and it all connects back to this Terrapagos plotline, so the more answers we get, the more questions they seem to be setting up. And then back at Orange Academy, the trio get their new assignments, and once again they are tasked of going to take on gym leaders. But this time it's a 2-on-2 battle rather than a 1-on-1, which is cool. I'm glad we're getting some more gym leader battle action, and I'm glad it's not just the same. There's more of a test here, and with the trio being stronger than they were before, it should make for some really good battles, pushing them to use their other Pokemon. Roy will be taking on Rhyme, which was already set up. Larry will be facing Dot, which should be a good one. And then finally Grusha and Liko, which again was set up when he called her Frigid. So some great battles are on the horizon.
He said it! He said it!
Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Rarefort was a fantastic character to bring in to give us more information, to tell us about the history of Paldea, and to try and shed some light on Terrapagos. And it was also just nice to spend time in the wilderness of Paldea, meet a few new Pokemon, and just have some downtime. I really love the vibes of this episode, and I'm glad they are finally starting to connect the Lucius plotline and the main story of Paldea. So this was a real solid episode. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.